Hey, thanks for watching. We're in Grand Traverse County talking to the Swarmtrooper, of course. Garth Ward joins us. Thanks for making the time.
Thanks for having me.
All right, the Grand Traverse Beekeeping Club. I had no idea you guys had your own vehicle.
Well, we don't. It's my my ranch vehicle here. I have a bee sanctuary here at the ranch, and I help relocate the bees with local students and people that are in our club.
Well, hold on a second there, Bushman. What do you mean relocate the bees?
Well, every spring in June, most bee hives will expand to the point where the queen says, hey, it's too messy in here, I'm out of here. She'll take 30% to 70% of the bees and leave. And when you see a swarm going through the air, you can hear them, and it's pretty cool. If you can get a chance, you walk up and stand right in the middle of them. They're not going to touch you.
Really?
They'll fly all around you. It's quite a quadraphonic sound. But they're on their way to find a home. So what they'll do is they'll cluster on a tree branch, and that's when they call me. They say, we've got some bees in a tree. And I said, well, how big is it? Anywhere from a softball to a beach ball. So they can be pretty huge.
And so you show up and do what?
Well, we capture them. We've got methods and techniques to snatch them out of the tree. We take and put them in a box, and then I bring that box back to my ranch here. And at the sanctuary, we put a hive over the top of it, open a secret door in the screen, and the bees come right. There's no shaking them and throwing them, and they're able to come up into that hive naturally, and then they've got a new home. Okay. And then we can move that hive anywhere we need to.
Oh, I see. So you get them into a hive here, and then you can move that somewhere else.
Right, and they'll stay in the hive with the queen. You only need to catch one bee.
One? Yeah.
A lot of times we've caught some in the vacuum, and at the top of the vacuum there's a little nozzle. And all of a sudden you'll see a bee come over, and then 2 bees, and then 20 bees, and there'll be a big ball of bees on the top of this waiting to go in there because they sent the queen.
The queen's there.
Yeah, so they'll follow her anywhere, and that's what we're counting on. When we snatch them from yards, things like that, we'll wait. The peripheral bees will come in and land there and get ready to go with us, and then I'll just throw them in here. And there's been several times I'm going down the road driving, and there's bees all around me on the window. I'm dressed like this.
Really?
Sitting in there. They're not going to bother me. They're moving.
Why aren't they going to bother you? Because they're around the queen?
Well, they don't have anything to protect. They know where the queen is. She's back there. So the scouts are saying, okay, where have we got to move? So that a lot of the bees will leave and go out and looking in the vehicle. Of course, I turn the air conditioning on, so it's a good ride for everybody involved. But they'll tend to cluster closer when it's colder. And then when I get back, I bring the hive out, set it down with the vacuum, and wait, and all the bees will move out of my van within 20, 30 minutes, and they'll be all around the hive where the queen is at.
Wow, that's fascinating. Now, you were telling me that one of your partners has to wear protection because she's allergic.
Well, Brenda, my partner, we nicknamed her Hawkeye because we were moving bees one day, and one of the secret words is freeze. When you freeze, you don't move. And my foot was just about to come down on a queen bee that was laying on the ground. So we were able to get her and put her in with the otherwise that would have been a queenless swarm, and it would have been a lot harder to deal with. Yeah. If they don't have a queen, then we've got to find a queen, or they will make their own queens. That's the best way, really.
Make their own queens.
When the queen leaves, like I was saying before, when the swarm leaves, they leave 30% or more of the hive there at the original site.
Okay.
The scent of the queen slowly deteriorates to where they say, hey, she's not here. We need a queen. So she's left baby brood there and everything, and she's left the queen's jelly and all that. So they will mark out anywhere from 3 to 10 cells and make new queens. As the queens emerge, here's where local hives are different from the trucker bees, or what I call hobo bees. When natural bees select this way of reproduction and splitting, the 10 bees, the 10 queens that come out, will fight each other to the death till there's only one left.
That sounds like a great reality show. Garth, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Talking to the Swarmtrooper in Grand Traverse County, I'm Vic McCarty from ITV 12 and My News 26.